but like I'll walk in the mirror and I'll be like, oh God, you fat bitch. Like, what are you doing? Did you did you did you really eat 4 of those hair and nail gummies that has 2 carbs each today and you're only supposed to
Each.
take 2?
And you should have taken 2, but you didn't. But you wanted to have the nice hair and nails, but they tasted good. It's more they tasted good, you little fat shit. Since we were on the subject of not being so hard on yourself, and when you get into these dark moments, so Dreama, so what exactly, not exactly, because it's not an exact science, none of this is exact, but what are some of the things that you find for you that helps you get out of your, whenever you're having kind of a dark time, what is it that helps you kind of get out of it?
I think the best thing so far that has helped me reach a point to being able to be motivated would probably be reading or something that educates myself or something that makes me feel proud of myself, because that's pretty much all I've wanted is just someone to be like, I'm proud of you. So when
Yeah.
I can make myself feel like that, that's what that kind of, it just gets me out the darkness. It really
That's a
does.
good,
It helps.
is knowing that
Yeah,
you accomplished something, and then
knowing that.
it's recognized, and it's like, wow, yeah, man, you're fucking getting it. That's huge. I think that's fucking huge. That's one of the best. That really is one of the best things you can do, though.
What about you, Big Bubba? Like, what makes you feel like, what makes you feel like you're incredible? What makes you feel
So
like you can keep going?
it's so that's the thing. You know, you don't necessarily look at yourself like you're incredible. You always have like I was in the gym with Bailey today, and and sometimes I'm like, man, I gotta cut some of my fat. I gotta do this. And then Bailey was like, dude, you're the biggest, jacked, best looking guy in here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, thanks, Bailey. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But I mean, really. But you don't think you don't think like that. That's not how internally you visualize it, because you don't look at yourself and then sympathize with oh, I'm such a cutie. I should feel good. Who does that? Like a narcissist will do that, probably, right? But I don't think I'm a narcissist. I hope not.
No, I don't think you are either. But like, I'll walk in the mirror and I'll be like, "Oh God, you fat bitch! Like, what are you doing? Did you really eat 4 of those hair and nail gummies that has 2 carbs each today, and you're only supposed to take 2?
And you should have taken 2, but you didn't. But you wanted to have the nice hair and nails, but they tasted good. It's more they tasted good, you little fat shit. I just like the sugar. It's like, no, man, you should have bought a fucking candy bar, because that's way cheaper. You're eating vitamins like candy.
Oh my God.
I will shit on you for that.
Oh,
that's good shit.
No, but I get what you're saying, and I'd really like to hear more.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if it's just because a little bit of time has passed, or it's because I sit down and I'm like, man, I gotta change something. I have to fix this. I'm not right. I'm not right in my head. And this is my internal mind thinking. And if I get to the point where I'm like just flat every day, I'm not depressed, I'm not sad, I'm not crying when I'm flat. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I want to care. I would love to care, but I don't give a shit. That's my problem. Is I go from this is my I will fucking kill for this, to I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go to sleep for fucking 4 days. I'd rather sleep for 4 days.
Right.
I mean, now, what puts me into the state to where I want to sleep for 4 days? there's got to be some type of catalyst. Maybe not. Maybe that's just my brain. But what gets me out of it, I've noticed, is, and that's why I do the habit videos, because, and that's helped me get myself out of it. Being healthy, working out keeps my mind right. I wasn't working out for like a month, like a month and a half ago. Until the past like 3 weeks, I've been back regularly. I told you that. But I fell off. I don't know how I fall off, but I know how I come back. And the way that I come back is I progressively get my normal routines that I had. And then once I start feeling like myself again, then I can start fucking really attacking things. And it doesn't take me long to start feeling like myself. I mean, it takes like one good workout. And then I'm like, man, my legs are jiggly, but fuck, I feel like I can fucking tackle the world.
Yeah.
But it's hard to keep that. Now, you know, the challenge isn't necessarily of getting yourself out of it. It's of avoiding the deep downward spiral. You want to we're always going to have dips. Things aren't always going to be nice, but you don't want to have those deep dips. Don't dip too low, because there's a point of no return. There's a point of no return, and you don't want to work to the point of no return. You don't want to work to the point of no return, and you don't. You know, there's a lot of, like I was saying earlier, like in Baltimore, you see the liquor store on every fucking corner, and it's like, yeah, okay, like people got to make money, but then again, like, are we really taking care of each other, or are we just like, oh, we'll put this money here, I'll make a lot of money on these poor people over here? Like, is that what it is? You know,
like, that's what it's about. You know, that the reason why they put like Family Dollars and Dollar Generals and poorer places is because they know they'll have more business. If you put that in a you know what I mean, in like a 500,
ain't none of those people going to no Dollar General. They ain't going to no Dollar General though. They're not.
Same thing within the cities and within putting liquor there, because they do know that more likely that people who are less significant were, well, week on week, think people that, you know, who grew up poor or things like that, they're going to gravitate to those things.
Well, it's just like you said, Dreama. It's just like you said. They don't have mentors. We don't have mentors.
What else do you
they don't
see
have people? Go ahead.
What do you see at stations like that? What else do you see? Who's sitting outside? Who's sitting outside of liquor stores in the city? Who's sitting outside of Family Dollars, 7-Elevens in the city? Who? Drug dealers, homeless people
on the corner waiting. Drug dealers and prostitutes.
The same ideology that the liquor store is and that the Family Dollar is. They're sitting outside of those stores because they know what's going to gravitate to those stores. They know that they can make money and sell crack and sell meth and sell cocaine and sell heroin, because that's where they go. It's all the poor people who put themselves there. It's just how it works.
And it's unfortunate, because at a certain point, you're only dealing with what you know. So if that's what you grew up around, and that's the businessman that you knew was the guy that made some money on the corner, and guess what? He's probably making way more money than any of us are making. How do you not want to be a part of that? Especially when you have the media presenting shit in such a wonky way. You watch the news and every fucking body's getting canceled everywhere about all this menial dumb shit, when we actually have people just dying on the streets. We actually have people dying on the streets for no other reason other than they're depressed. For no other reason other than they think nobody cares. They think nobody's there for them. They think that it doesn't matter. This is just what it is. Everything's going to end anyway. So why does it even matter? My life's going to end. Your life's going to end. I don't care. That nihilism's more of an like an ideology where nothing matters. So why even care? And I used to think, I used to be like, I used to really, really subscribe to that. I used to really love that. I used to think that used to give me comfort, but it didn't give me comfort in the right way. Like religion, so it's such a cool guy thing, such a fucking hipster thing to make fun of religion and shit on religion, because it's been here and it's helped so many people for so long. And it's very easy to point out negatives because everything has negatives. Nothing only has positives. There's negatives and positives to everything. You can weigh them however you want to weigh them, but there are negatives and positives to everything. So religiosity or spirituality or whatever you want to call it, there's a reason why these books have lasted for so long and have connected with so many people for so long. There are archetypes in our brains. There are stories in our heads. There are things that we understand that only humans understand. You take these stories from these religious texts like the Bible, and not even necessarily if you believe in it literally. You don't have to believe in it literally to be a Christian. You can take the lessons from the stories, which is how I take. That's what I realized was like, no, I take lessons out of everything that I read. You know, because I, like Dreama, when you and I talk, and I, I'm a very big reader, and I love history. I love trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in this world. I like trying to figure that out. You're going to be who you are because of who you are, not because of your background. You are who you are because of who you are. I am who I am because of who I am. We have our battles. We have our brain battles, and we always do. But at a certain point, you got to love yourself. You got to love who you are, and you got to love the fact that, hey, we're still here and we're still fucking kicking. Yeah, like me and you, we're still here, Dreama. Like we're still here. We're like, we ain't dead yet. That fucking counts for something. That's huge. That's huge.
But it's definitely it's a dedication. Like you have to dedicate yourself every day to being and molding yourself to who you truly are, because you do have these distractions every day. You are different every day. You do choose different things every day, and you have goals every day. Well, not everybody, but majority of us, we have goals to set, and we do try to follow these goals. But it's like just making sure that you stick to them. And if you know what I mean, if you can't do it one day, then be upset, be mad. That's fine. Don't take yourself too down for it, because that's what we do. We're like, oh no, you piece of shit, you fucked up. What are you gonna do now? Are you gonna fucking go this way, or are you gonna go this way? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So yeah, like I appreciate the fact that I'm strong enough mentally to be here. I appreciate the fact that you're strong enough to be here still. I appreciate the fact that our family who is here still is here. Like I really do.
Jordan and Dreama sitting here. This might be a thing where we don't have a subject and we just be real and we just talk about like what's going on, what's on your mind. Let's just do this because this is therapy for us. And hey, maybe it's therapy for somebody else. If there's one person that watches this and can relate and can understand where we're, either one of us, whether you or me, if they understand where we're coming from, then that's all that matters. That's why we're doing this, because we're all we have. And I want to help people. I want to help myself. I want to help all of us. Like, what do we have? We're just monkeys out here living in this fucking ball of rock flying through space. Let's just fucking be happy, let's try to enjoy it. There shouldn't be a reason why we're like, nah, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, that sucks. It sucks that people feel like that. And sometimes sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes that's been part of human existence as long as humans have been alive. But if we can try to make a difference, we have to try to make a difference. So my final thoughts are, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on others unless they can take it. If you're helping motivate them, cool. But you have to understand there's a balance. Try to make sure that you're doing things that keep you mentally happy and stable. Don't be on the internet so much. Don't be on social media so much. Join a bowling league. Join a dance club. Join yoga. Holy do something hell. Exterior. Go back to school. Do something to occupy your mind. If you're addicted to something, If you want to get off of something, that time that you're going to spend that you would normally spend home drunk, you have to do something. You have to do something. You have to be active. You have to give yourself some type of activity so that you can distract yourself from what you normally do. Because if you're at home, you're going to be like, well, I normally just have my drinks, and my drinks are right there. So you have to set yourself up for success. Really, it's okay. It's okay. I think sometimes people just need to hear it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Things aren't going to be perfect. Things are never perfect. You don't want them to be perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. That sounds boring as shit. I want to know I don't want to know what the hell's coming tomorrow. Hit me with it. You know, like sometimes it's bad, but you have to be strong for the bad things that you deal with. And all of this stuff is a part of life. And I love this conversation. I think that this was one of the better conversations that we've had, Dream. What do you think?
No, it was very surreal, and it was very.
You got
personal.
any final thoughts for this one? Since we got too deep, we got so deep.
No, I guess I do have a final thought.
What's your
My
final thought?
Would probably be that no matter what, like no matter how you feel, if you do feel like you want to take yourself away from here through reality, if you feel like you don't have anybody, or if you just feel secluded in general and you don't have those resources to figure out a way to do any type of hobby to make you express your mind or anything like that, I just want you to know that everything's okay, that you're going to make it through, you're fine, that you have a lot of people that loves you and supports you. You just don't know about them. Just stick with us, and we can move forward. We can do better. Just, it's okay that you think those thoughts. It's okay that you have these things happening. Just please seek out for more help and seek out a way to feel better, that you don't deserve that, and things could be better for you.